All right, everyone. So this is Nathas. I'm not streaming this, but I'm recording it to see how this works. So I'm using OBS Studio for the first time because Twitch Studio is no longer available. But I'm playing in the AusForge event tonight. This is round 2, me versus Namrog. So it'll be a lot of fun. I may or may not post this one. We'll see. But either way, I just want to see how the quality comes out and if I set all the audio and stuff up correctly. So thanks for tuning in if I do post this. What's up?
I'm just putting my kids to bed, so I'll probably stay on mute.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so I'm playing against Namrog, and he is staying on mute because he's putting his kids to bed. So today I'm playing a Darkforge Drain deck that definitely is fun. I was told, hey, bring some heat, so I brought some heat. There's definitely some nice removal to start this out. I always like playing the Vampiric Geist. Leyline Worm is nice, but obviously right here it's going to be Necrovive and a Drove Bolt. Especially because I'm trying to up my spell count as high as I can. I should probably see what he's playing, though. Kindred Mantis, Spring Dryad, oof. Well, double Spring Dryad, that's sick. Mantis Forge Seal, too. Alright, so this is some heat. Let's see, we're using a Nova. Yeah, there's some good cards in this. A lot of removal. So I gotta be very careful about when I use my Dark Forest Drains. A Camouflage, Drake. We definitely just Dreadbolt here. I'm sad most of my removal all came at once, though. So we'll do the Bartok into the Taliesin, into the Spite Maiden, into a piece of removal, probably. This might set me up for a Blight Witch. We'll probably Toxic Spores or Ferocious Roar, depending on what they play off of my Taliesin. But no matter what, I'm Spite Maidening. Ooh. I think I'm going to Ferocious Roar. So that'll kill all the stuff that I block with. Or all the stuff that's going to be potentially blocked. Toxic Spores is not going to make enough of an impact here. We're here. I'm going to keep all my creatures as of now. Grave Pact. That'll do it. Now the question is, am I losing Taliesin or the Bartok? I could see wanting to keep the Spring Dryad, so that makes sense. Alright. So definitely a pretty solid hand. I don't think I'm going to use the Mantis yet, but we've got 3 spells. So at the end of this turn, I'll have 5. It's not worth it to waste it, but I could give something +10/+10. I guess we'll see exactly what happens, but likely I'm going to Botanimate first, so I get the life gain trigger. Actually, I don't need to get the life gain trigger right away. So Forge Sealing, he's going to turn something into a Wisp. So that means the Talison's not going to be super helpful, but we can Blight Witch this away now. Do I want to prevent some life gain? Let's see. If he has the Bone Scythe Reaver, I'll feel really bad if I don't do my Blight Witch now to kill this, to animate that. So I guess we'll do it. So then I could Feral Instinct something as well if I really need to. So we'll I just want to prevent some extra life gain here. Yeah, that makes sense. So we will freeze there, so we'll get the block. Then we'll Feral Instinct here. Then after combat, we'll get a Wisp. This also technically sets up my Stitcher if I draw it next turn. Which I did. I don't know if it's worth playing over some of these other cards. Like, I definitely need to play my Stegodon. That card's got Breakthrough and Life Gain. So we'll start here. I guess technically I could Stitcher my Taliesin back, which might be the play. So we will Botanimate that Oakfather. Yeah, I guess we'll Stitcher, Taliesin, Botanimate. Just because of the amount of removal that Namrog has, I'm not going to risk Darkforge draining while I am on Forge. It's Cutthroat. So one of my level 1s is going to die. It's likely going to be the Stegodon. So this Wisp is going to be the one that dies off the Cutthroat. I would probably kill the Stegodon. Although he can also just turn something into a Wisp. Yep, definitely the right choice. And I cannot waste my Darkforge Drain while he has level 1 removal just right there. So we'll save it. So we got a trade, we've got a trade. So likely, not likely, but there's a good chance that he plays something that will get buffed by that Fiend and stay alive. Although 8 damage is a lot to take right now. Put him to 27. It'll be interesting to see what he does. Mantis. So we are removing likely Taliesin. Yep. I don't think he removes anything else. Yep. So the Kindred Mantis is going to get buff. And then if he gains some life next turn, it could get pretty big. I do think this is the turn potentially to try to go off. I guess it depends on if he leaves something unblocked. Oops. We want to look at the banish. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spells. So I could get it to 9 pretty easily. So give something plus 18. So I definitely want to Toxic Spores first. So I'll probably Spite Maiden into Toxic Spores. And then potentially like Taliesin into Mantis. And I technically, if the Mantis gets into a spot where I could use it and nothing is blocked, yeah, that's definitely the move. So we'll Spite Maiden here. I'll take the 5. I'll Toxic Spores up. That's gonna die anyway. So if any of these is unblocked, so let's see what's our level 2 ability. Oakfather, which is gonna block. So I can't get the kill right now. But I'll make something very large. And I'll probably buff my Taliesin, to be honest. But I'm only going to use the Mantis. I'll save the Darkforge. Okay, so that's actually going to get killed. Is it worth jumping that? I could take 8. This won't kill it, so Wisp is going to get killed. I'm going to buff the Taliesin. Or maybe it's going to be the Spite Maiden, because the Talison's already a target, so I don't want to give him a 2-for-1. Then he could still just replace one of my level 1s. Otherwise, I could try to kill this Spring Dryad, but then I lose the creature. So we'll buff here. We'll save our other buff. Hope we hit a breakthrough card, which we hit the Feral Instinct. So that's not bad. So we'll start with the Necrovive. Then what kind of removal do we got? Cutthroat. Dreadbolt. So the Cutthroat Fiend's in here, the Dreadbolt is not. So I am going to have to spread a little bit. Let's just use this now, I guess. Or likely get a Zeraswill into a Grave Pact. Do I care about the life gain? Actually, yes. I'm going to make it so he has no level 1s to deal with. I'm going to Feral Instinct, the Taliesin, probably. I'll Dark Forge Drain the Taliesin, probably. So I could split my bets in case he does have that Dark Forge or the Dreadbolt. Oh, so I'll take 15. I kind of want the Taliesin to live. This is a risk. But I think we Feral Instinct here. Taliesin here. If he doesn't have the Dreadbolt, then I let him live for nothing. I have a feeling a Dreadbolt's coming, though. But I had to split my threats. Unfortunately, now I've used all my Dark Forge drains. But Spite Maiden hits, because he's thinking really long. I have a feeling we do not have the Dreadbolt. But again, if I put all my eggs in one basket, then I lose the game. Oop, he messaged me. Yeah, I saw that coming. My bad. Yep, he had the Dreadbolt. So that's good. He's messaging me. I should have not opened lanes and given the 2 lanes to Darkforge drain into. Yeah. Just trying to do bedtime here. I get it. I guess we'll drop this here. All right. So this is actually a solid hand here. So we could give something +12, +12. We got a Dreadbolt. We got the free Taliesin move. Oop. He might gain a lot of life, though. So he's at 19 now. I give something -10, -10. So Grave Pact is probably not worth it. I think we kill the Spring Dryad. Level 2. I want to save that Dreadbolt. I need to be able to kill this. So maybe we Grave Pact away the Spring Dryad. If he has another Dreadbolt, then I'll Taliesin into Mantis or something. He's got Oakfather. So he's gaining 6. I think I'm still okay. Because I Taliesin in front of the biggest. I drop the Shifting Mantis. I'm taking... So I'll prevent 10 plus 7. I'm taking 16. Oh no, I do have to Dreadbolt. Sorry. So I'm taking 16 plus 7, so 25. He'll be taking 26 times a bunch. Or 26 plus a bunch. So this definitely prevents the most. We'll activate. Kill. And yeah. That'll do it. I do think that if he was paying a little more attention, that might have been a little bit closer. That was a really good game, though. Yeah, his deck was scary there. But he said if I hadn't open laned, I just would have Feral Instincted the other. So one of them, well, the thing is, though, that's true, but then he kills the one that was Feral Instincted as his last play. So I think he would have been in a much better spot. Especially after dropping that Spring Dryad, it would have been really tough for me. But his deck was scary. Let's see. yeah, I'm just messaging him just to kind of talk that through. All right. So we've got about 28 minutes remaining in this round. What I'm gonna do, debating if I want to play any like solo battle or something while we wait. Let's see how many games are still playing. All right, so there's 3 games still going on. There's a part of me that wants to see if this recording went well, and if that's the case, maybe I'll stream my final match. Um, Either way, I'm definitely excited to see if the quality of OBS works out well. So I know it's been a little bit since I've been streaming and playing, so I actually have been in the process of starting a new job over the last month or so. So I've just been really busy and preoccupied there. And I have a much longer drive to and from work. So I went from like a 20-minute ish drive to like an hour and 15 minutes each way. So definitely a lot of adjusting. So it's been hard for me to basically play in the evenings, and then my weekends have been pretty busy lately. But I'm going to try to get more games in, and I'm going to try to be running some more events. So something that's really important for me is to get the invitational up and running again. Again, with all the job stuff, I've kind of had to put a little bit of that on hold. But I'm definitely going to be pushing to put my next invitational very soon. Um, so I'll be putting more about that into the Discord very soon. And then went to Gen Con this year. It was so much fun. It was great seeing everybody. So I'll do a little bit more of a recap of that moving forward. But I do want to say congratulations to Hellkite for becoming the second world champion for SolForge Fusion. Definitely could not be happier to be passing along the title to him. Um, Amazing player, amazing guy. Definitely very well deserved. So I hope to be doing a lot more streams moving forward. Get back into a little bit more of a regular schedule. But yeah, we'll see how this recording goes. If that's the case, I will post this on YouTube, and then I might just stream the last game of this event because there will be a third round. I think we're doing just 3. So thank you for tuning in. If I do upload this, if the recording comes out well, then you will see this, and then I'll say goodbye, and then I'll probably have another stream that I'll put up that's an actual live stream, and then splice the 2 together just so I could get the last 2 games in worth of recording. Um, I do think I have a video or 2 that I haven't uploaded yet as well from before Gen Con, so I'll start putting some of that stuff back up as well. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time, or potentially in a few seconds.